Hey guys, today's video is a Sunday haul. So if you're new to my channel, these are haul videos where I turn the camera around, I focus on the products themselves, we do an unboxing, I open everything, swatch everything, so you can really just get a good close-up look at the products, and then at the end of the video, I'm gonna try on a full face of as many of the products as I can, and that way you can see them applied in real time. So the only difference with this haul, as opposed to ones that I've done in the past, is that almost everything in this video is PR, but normally I would be showing you a mix of PR and things that I bought in these haul videos. So if that sounds good, I hope you'll stick around. If you're new here and you like honest, unsponsored makeup reviews, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. Hey guys, it's Monday. I am back from my vacation, and this is what came in while we were away. It's a lot. I mean, I have 2 boxes from ColourPop. I have, Milani. I have some P.Louise that I got for the first time. I have Nomad and Too Faced and Copari. There's just so much stuff to show you, and I don't want to wait until the end of my no buy. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing a no buy in July, but this is all PR. I didn't buy any of this myself, and I just feel like if I wait till the end of the month to show all of this to you, not only is it going to be kind of like old at that point, but also there's going to be like quadruple this amount, and it's too much. It's too overwhelming. So I figured I would just go through all of this, share what I have, do some swatches as always, and if you're on the no buy with me, I mean, obviously, if there's something that you see that you like, just put it in your cart, and you don't have to buy it now. You could always wait until you're ready to start purchasing again. But I just personally feel like I have to get this under control. So anyway, let's go ahead and start opening up, and we'll swatch everything as usual. All right, guys, so let's check out the first box. We have these liquid blushes from ColourPop. I saw these on Instagram before I left on vacation, and they look so beautiful. So these say, we took note of everything you'd want in a liquid blush. They're super easy to blend. It says patchy wear. Perfect amount of pigment, not too much, not too little. They have 8-hour wear time. They're supposed to be ultra buildable, and a plush oversized doe foot applicator with a natural skin-like finish. It also claims to be weightless and not disturb your makeup underneath. Very exciting, all good things. And it looks like they sent me 8 shades, which I believe is the whole collection. That's at least what's shown there. So they also sent me this little heart-shaped blender. This I have already. It was from the Valentine's Day collection, but I can always use another one. It's so cute. And I like the look of the colors that these come in. There are definitely some neutrals. There's some cool tone shades, some warm tones. So I'm going to open all these up and we'll do some swatches. All right, so just a quick look at the packaging. They have the little heart on the top, which makes it really easy to grab. It kind of reminds me of Rare Beauty, except theirs is just domed. It's not the heart shape, but it really similar packaging. And the doe foot inside has kind of more of a flat slanted top, which looks really nice. So this first shade is Super Shy. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch these. This is just from my Fitbit. I took it off so it wouldn't get in the way. Ooh, look at how pretty this color is. I love it already. So yeah, this doesn't seem like ultra pigmented like the Rare Beauty, but it definitely has a decent amount, and it also does feel extremely thin and weightless. It doesn't have that thicker, goopier feel. All right, the next one is Culver City. Yeah, I mean, as I'm swatching these, they feel basically like a serum. Super, super thin. This one's called She's Cute. Such a pretty warm pink. Then we have Angel Face. This one's a little bit cooler toned. And then Wildest Dreams is a bright hot pink. That one's gorgeous as well. Then this one is called Thanks, but it's just like the abbreviation. So it's THX, and it's a nude, but it has a little bit of a pink undertone. So that one's gorgeous too. This next one is IKTR. I'm sure that stands for something, but I'm feeling really old right now and I have no idea what it is. So if you know, please enlighten me. But this is just a really pretty mauve shade. It's like a nice cool tone. And then this last one is Royal Flush. How pretty are these? Honestly, I love all of these colors. They're beautiful. They're also affordable. I love the serum-like feel. And just quickly, I want to go back and kind of blend the first one and just see what it blends out like. I'm really curious because they said it doesn't disturb your makeup, so I want to see how it feels blending out. It's also not supposed to be patchy either. So yeah, I mean, it does definitely sheer out pretty easily. And I feel like these are going to dry down all the way. They might not dry necessarily to a powder, but they're not really dewy either. They don't feel sticky, so that's good. All right, guys, so that's the ColourPop blushes. Next up, Copari sent me all of their new fragrance mists. So they actually sent me 2 of these weeks ago now, and I know I showed them here on my channel. I had Kanapali Coast and Seychelles Sands, which were both very warm and tropical. This one has sweet coconut milk and vanilla in it, and then this one is creamy vanilla and musk. So this smells exactly like their Golden Aura body oil, if you've ever tried that before. And this just smells like all of their other coconut scented products. So for example, if you have their Ultra Restore Body Butter in the coconut scent, that's what Kanapali Coast smells like, but I hadn't smelled the other 2 scents. So I really just want to focus on those really quick and see what those are like. So the first one is Marbella Bloom, and this says that it has bergamot, neroli, and white flowers. I think there's more notes on the back though. Yeah, on the back it says the top notes are bergamot, lemon, cardamom. The mid notes are neroli flower, cedar, and French lavender. And then the dry down is vetiver, white musk, moss, and tonka. So I'm just gonna spritz a little bit over here. We'll see what this smells like. Okay, yeah, so this one is definitely more floral, and there's a little bit of almost like a tea note in there. This is reminding me, I'm gonna date myself here, but if any of you remember Elizabeth Arden's green tea perfume, it's reminding me a little bit of that. It's not exactly, but it has that kind of vibe. So definitely the florals, but I think the musk and maybe the cedar is just making me think tea a little bit. I don't know. And then this one is Malibu Peach. So this says jasmine and white peach, but I'll tell you what all the notes are. So on top we have mango, peach, and pineapple. So very fruity. In the middle, there's tuberose, jasmine, white flowers, and coconut. And the dry down is musk, amber, and praline. So I don't normally love peach scents, but let me just spray a little and see. I feel like there are so many other notes in here that maybe it won't be super heavy on the peach. Okay, actually, I really like this one. I just kind of gave it a second to dry down. This smells so good. It's very fruity, but with the pineapple and the coconut in there, it reminds me of like what a tropical drink would smell like. It's honestly delicious. I do smell the peach, but only a tiny little bit. And I'm not really normally a fruity scent person, but this smells incredible. This is really nice. I love how summery and tropical it is. So yeah, I mean, I would say the coconut one and the vanilla are still my top favorites because at heart I am a gourmand girl, but this is actually coming in a very close third. I feel like I would absolutely wear this one as well. I think the one that I like the least and probably wouldn't be as likely to wear is the Marbella Bloom one. It's okay, it's not offensive, but it's not my absolute favorite scent. It's a little bit more clean and fresh and a little bit herbal. So it's definitely not bad. I don't think there's a bad one in the bunch, honestly, and I love layering these with my other body products from Copari. So I also just want to make you guys aware that my coupon code for Copari no longer works. It was Gen15, but unfortunately some of those coupon sites got a hold of it and they want the code to only be used by my subscribers and not just random people. So anyway, I'll go ahead and leave that special link down below. Next up, Too Faced had sent over their Kissing Jelly Gloss. This is another formula that I've been wanting to try for a while and just never really got around to it. So I don't feel like I'm gonna keep all of these. I probably don't need them in my collection. So I'm gonna pull out 1 or 2 and then just put the rest in my giveaway box. I do have some giveaways that are gonna be coming up this month. I have so much stuff. So definitely stay tuned for that. One that I think I wanted to open and try is Sweet Cotton Candy because it just sounds like it smells really good. But I don't think that these are supposed to have much color to them. That's why I feel like I don't really need to keep them all because I have a feeling they're gonna all look pretty similar once they're on your lips. So on the back, these say that they're an ultra nourishing lip oil gloss hybrid that instantly softens your pout for totally irresistible lips. So this is the cotton candy one. It's blue, but like I said, I don't think the color is actually gonna show up. Let me see. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand. Yeah, like these are so sheer. you're not even really gonna see it, but it smells incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I opened this one. It just reminds me of summer. Cotton candy, I just love that smell. So definitely gonna hang on to this. And let's see, I also think I wanna try grape soda. We have pina colada, watermelon, sour watermelon, and bubblegum. So I'm gonna grab the grape soda one, and I think I'm gonna put the pina colada, sour watermelon, and bubblegum in my giveaway. So this is what the grape soda one looks like. It's kind of sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but it looks really pretty. I don't know, again, if it's gonna show up as a color. No, not really. It's very, very faint. But this one has the little glitter particles in it, and the cotton candy one doesn't. So this also smells really good. It kind of almost has, like, it almost smells fizzy, like a soda, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's weird, but I really like it. So I'm gonna just hang on to these two. They feel like they're a really nice smooth formula, but again, I will be trying these on at the end of the video, so I'll be able to tell you a little more about how they feel on the lips. Next up, I got a box from P.Louise, and I'm so excited. They had reached out to me before I left on vacation and asked if they could send me something in PR. So I have heard about this brand. I've never tried anything from them. I always see them on social media, and I've always been kind of interested. So let's see what they actually sent over. All right, so in this box is just this one product. This is their base. It says cosmetic base, and it's in the shade Rumor 02. So this says blank canvas. I don't know, is this like a foundation? I'm guessing it is. Let me see. Okay, whew, I thought this was gonna be way too light for me. I was looking at the color in this window and going, no, that definitely isn't gonna work. But on my hand, it actually looks pretty good. So let's see, it has like a slightly peachy undertone. This is really thick. Oh, is this a concealer? I don't know. It doesn't say. Because to me, it kind of feels like, you know the IT Cosmetics, is it their Bye Bye Under Eye, the one that comes in the little tube? It feels like that. Like it's very thick, but yet emollient at the same time. Like I don't think it's gonna be drying necessarily, but it does have really good coverage. It's gotta be a concealer. This looks too small, I think, to actually be a foundation, but the color looks pretty good. It has a little bit of a pink undertone, so I'm definitely gonna have to play with this week, and I'm gonna look up actually how it's supposed to be used because I'm not really sure. So I will keep you guys updated. Another thing I was so excited to get was this palette from Nomad Cosmetics. This is their New Zealand Stargazing palette. It's so beautiful. And they reached out to me on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and they said that they have a program called their Starfish program, where their followers can nominate a creator to receive a free product. Basically, I guess, get on the PR list for a day. And I actually won for the month of June, so I was really excited. That was so sweet. And I want to give a special thank you to the person who nominated me as well. So anyway, they let me pick whatever palette I wanted from their website. I already have the Ghost Town one, and I love that one. And I thought about getting their new one, but it's a little bit more bright and colorful. So this one, even though it's colorful, I just thought it was gorgeous. It has some beautiful duochrome shades in here, like this one, and this one, actually this one too. So I couldn't wait to actually swatch this and see it in person. It's really gorgeous. So let's go ahead and do that really fast. For those of you who are not familiar with their formula, I'll just do a couple of live swatches so you can see what the colors look like just in real time. But look at that, like, oh my gosh, so gorgeous, so reflective. So I'll just show you on my hand. They're ultra smooth, no fallout whatsoever. And these colors, they're just beautiful. And then their matte shades also are just so soft, really velvety, very pigmented. So overall, I think they have a stellar formula. I think the reason that I don't talk about them as much as I would like to is just because their palettes are generally a little more bright and colorful and not something that I would wear on an everyday basis. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I think their formula is outstanding. And I feel like this palette is about as much color as I would normally wear. Same thing with the Ghost Town palette. It's colorful, but a little more muted. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch the whole palette on my arm, and I'll be right back. All right, so here's everything swatched out. I feel like the first half of the palette is a little softer and more ethereal, and then the rest is definitely deeper deeper and more saturated. And I also noticed that a lot of these duochromes look a little different than they looked in the pan. This blue, for example, looked super like a bright blue, but when you swatch it, it's actually a lot deeper and richer. Overall, I think this is a gorgeous palette, especially I think heading into the fall time. I love all of these deep, rich jewel tones, so I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this one. All right, next up, I got this PR package from Milani. Look at how cute this is. It's a little suitcase. This is adorable. I love when these really cute PR packages show up. I mean, I know the packaging is kind of bulky and it's hard to get rid of it, but it's just so super cute. So let me just open this up really quick and we'll see what they sent over. So what's in here? This is like your ticket to glow, postcards. Oh my gosh, a passport, kind of gives info about all of the products that they sent. That's really cute as well. So in here we have some new products mixed with some older ones as well. So we have their classic Luminoso blush, which I already have. So I'm definitely gonna put this in my giveaway pile. But they also sent over the new Luminoso stick blush and their lip oil, which is one of my absolute favorite lip oil formulas, but this is in the Luminoso shade, and it looks like it has a peach on it, so I'm guessing this one smells peachy. I heard that these were at Walmart. I never ended up seeing them at my local store, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I just want to quickly do some swatches. So yeah, this says Cheek Kiss Blush Stick, but actually to me, it looks kind of like a highlighter. It's really light. So I'm just gonna put this on. Actually, no, it does have some color to it. All right, that's good. It also has the glow though at the same time. So it's kind of like a blush lighter, and that's sort of how Luminoso is as well. All right, so this is my Luminoso right here, the one that I have already in my collection. So I just wanna show you what this looks like next to the blush stick. All right, so yeah, I mean, I love the blush, but it looks a lot more peach next to this one. This one seems to have a little more pink in the formula. So I love the blush stick color, and I like that it's a little bit different too. It does feel like it's gonna maybe dry down to a cream to powder as well. It doesn't feel sticky, so that's awesome. Also, the Fruit Fetish lip oil. This is one of my favorite lip oil formulas. Like I said, it's so nice. It's thicker, it has that cushiony texture, and it's not like a really thin lip oil that disappears. Like when I put this on, even if it wears away, like as far as the color and the shine, my lips still feel really hydrated. And these are sheer, so they're not going to give you a ton of color, but it's just a little boost, kind of like a Your Lips But Better. And this does smell a little bit peachy, but I actually don't mind it. It smells really good. So that's that. Then we have the Conceal and Perfect bronzing drops. So there's 3 different shades, and I think I'm actually going to keep the deeper ones to use on my body. I don't like to use self tanner because it always ends up looking streaky on me, and if you make a mistake, you can't get rid of it. So I like to just use bronzer on my body, and especially liquid bronzers, I can drop these into my body lotion and mix it around and just give myself a little bit of color. So I use the darker shades because if I'm mixing it in with a body lotion that's white, it lightens the color even more. So I have to use something usually a little darker when I do that. So I'm going to definitely hang on to those for that. But let's go ahead and just swatch all the colors. By the way, these say that they have copper peptides and hyaluronic acid. So they're almost kind of like a skincare formula. So this is the light shade. And yeah, I mean, it's bronze, but it almost seems like it has a little bit of like a rosy gold undertone. It's actually really pretty. All right, then this one is medium. So next to the light, it doesn't even actually look that much darker. I just feel like the undertone is different. This one's a little bit more maybe olivey or like straight gold, while this one has a little bit of the rosy gold. So I definitely think light would be the color for me on my face. All right, and then here's the deep shade. And even this one, I mean, it's not really all that deep. These seem like they're very sheer for the most part. So if I take like what's left on my finger of the deep shade and I just want to put it on my arm, like let's say right here, and just blend it in, it actually, like, it's not really that dark for my skin tone. It maybe just adds like a tiny little bit of bronze, but not much. So anyway, those are the new bronzing drops. And then the 3 things over here, I don't know, I feel like I'm probably just gonna put these in a giveaway because they're not my favorite. This is the Anti-Gravity Mascara, which I do like, but this is the waterproof version. And I usually don't love waterproof formulas because I feel like they're so hard to remove. Also, the SPF BFF primer, it's great like for sunscreen, but it's a blend of chemical sunscreens, which can sometimes irritate my skin. So I don't wear that one as well. And same thing with the Make It Last setting spray. This is a great idea if you're out somewhere and you have to reapply your sunscreen and you can't just put it on because you have a face full of makeup. You can go ahead and just spray this right on top. But again, it's a blend of chemical sunscreens and it doesn't smell the best either. So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of this. But I do love the idea of it. And I think if you're not sensitive to chemical sunscreens, it's a great option. Next up, I also got some things to try from One Size. They sent over their new primer. This is called Oil Sucker. It's the Extreme Mattifying Alkaline Primer. It says that it offers extreme, in all caps, oil control with alkaline pH while tightening the appearance of pores. But at the same time, it's not supposed to be drying. So they show like a before and after here. It really seems like it has a lot of like a mattifying effect. So let me see what the card says. It just says, shake well, apply a thin, even layer on completely dry skin. Apply onto oily areas only, so not all over your face. I don't have any oily areas, so I don't know how I'm even gonna test this. It says to allow it to dry for 3 minutes while remaining expressionless, and then tap white areas, if any, with a damp fingertip. Okay, I see, because it does have like mineral silicate in it, so maybe that's what causes the whiteness. All right, let me see. So this is what the tube looks like. I'm just gonna squirt out a little bit. I mean, I do know people who have oily skin that I can give this to. Oh, wow, that is really thin. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe it's not supposed to be like that. They did say to shake it, didn't they? Hold on a second. Something is telling me it's not supposed to come out like that. Maybe it is, I don't know. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit more of a gel rather than a liquid. So it just looks like that. And I'm just gonna put some like on half of my hand and not the other, and we'll see what it looks like and what kind of effect that it has, if any. It definitely has a nice cooling texture. It feels really silky. It doesn't feel thick like a silicone primer, but actually as it's drying, it's losing a little bit of that silky feeling and it's almost kind of changing into a little bit more of a grippy feel. I'm just gonna let this dry for a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. I'm actually pretty impressed with this right now. Again, I don't have oily skin, but I did put on hand cream before I started filming, so my hands were a little bit dewy, and I can definitely see the difference between this side over here, which looks just super smooth, almost like poreless, very like an airbrushed kind of texture. And then over here, I see a little bit more shine, not a lot, obviously, but a little bit. And I also see more texture on that side of my hand. Over here, it just looks so much smoother. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference or not, but I definitely can in person. So I feel like those of you with oily skin, this might be an amazing primer. It really just seemed to mattify my skin so quickly. So anyway, that's an interesting product. I feel like One Size as a brand really comes out with some innovative stuff. And then they also sent over some of their Wicked collection. So here I have the Unlimited Eye and Face Palette and the Defying Gravity Spotlight Highlighter and a brush, I'm assuming, for the highlighter. So let's go ahead and check these out. I have seen this in store at Sephora. It looks beautiful. There are, let's see, 12 eyeshadows and then 2 blushes. All right, so this actually opens sideways like a book, and you have the Bad Witch and the Good Witch sides, which I think is so fun. I've never tried their eyeshadow formula before, so I really want to just do a couple of live swatches and see how it is. So let's try these colors. Okay, very reflective, really metallic, a little bit of fallout, but not too bad. They feel really nice and creamy, very smooth. All right, and then let's just do a couple of matte shades. We have this green, and maybe I'll do the blue up here. Right, so these have like a really thin texture, really super smooth as well, although I am putting them over that primer side over there of my hand. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the whole palette and I'll be right back. Okay, wow, I feel like these are even prettier when they're all swatched out. This Glinda side over here, like look at how gorgeous these shadows are. They're so metallic and reflective. I love the soft pink blush that they put with it. And then over here, I mean, I love green eyeshadow as well. and that is just stunning. And then this pink just goes perfectly with the green. I feel like you could do a really deep smoky eye with this and then add that pop on your cheeks. It would look so beautiful. So overall, I think this palette is just gorgeous. Definitely way prettier once swatched out than it even looked in the pan. All right, then next we have the Defying Gravity Spotlight Highlighter. Does anybody else have that Defying Gravity song stuck in their head right now? Because ever since I said it before, I've just been singing it now nonstop. All right, let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that is so pretty. Love the color. That is beautiful, actually. It's not a glittery highlighter at all. It's really smooth, and it's just that perfect light golden color. It's not too dark, like if you have a lighter skin tone. It's perfect, and I just can't get over how smooth this looks. I mean, it's very reflective at the same time, so you would think it would be really glittery, but it's not. I don't really see any glitter in here at all. And then I just want to quickly look at the brush. Oh my gosh, how cool is this? First of all, it has like the bent handle. It looks like a witch's broom. That is adorable. So yeah, it kind of has the effect of like the stippling brush. It's really soft though. It looks like it wouldn't be, but it is incredibly soft. And I think this would make for a perfect highlighter brush. So anyway, that's adorable. Loving this collection so far. I know it's not new, but I just got on their PR list recently, so maybe they were just sending me some older stuff to test out as well. So anyway, that's what I got from One Size. Next up, I also got a package from Pixie. So they sent over their On the Glow Super Glow highlighters. So you guys know they have like the blushes in this packaging, they have the bronzers, and these are a radiance enhancer with ginseng, aloe vera, and a mix of fruit extracts. So these look so cool. Let's go ahead and open them up really quick. All right, so they sent two shades. We have Ice Pearl, and this one is Natural Luster. So I just want to quickly swatch these and we'll see what they look like. It says it's a highlight moisture stick. So Ice Pearl, I'm just going to put right here. Ooh, this is so pretty. Look at that. It's not glittery. It definitely has more of that like pearlized effect. Super gorgeous. I really like that. And then Natural Luster looks more of like a champagne shade. It's not quite as icy, but also, I mean, I just am loving how these look. Like the finish is more glowy and dewy, but not glittery or shimmery. So they're a little bit more of a subtle highlight. And I love the cream formula as well. I just tend to like cream highlighters more than powder. I feel like they look a little bit more natural. So I'm excited to try these for sure. Let me know if you guys have tried these and what your thoughts are. All right, moving on, I have another box from ColourPop, and they sent over their So Juicy lip products. So I have to say, I am enjoying these types of packages from ColourPop so much more than their collabs that they've been doing lately, like, you know, how they have Pokemon or the Disney collabs. And it's just after a while, I get a little bit tired of those, and I love to see them just releasing like single products. It's just something different. I mean, obviously I love their palettes and their collections too, but after a while it just kind of gets to be too much. So the products I sent over are their Plumping Gloss Balm. These look kind of similar to something like the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips. These are supposed to have a non-sticky, melty balm texture, light buildable color, and a glossy finish. Then they also have lip oils. So these are the Plumping Glossy Lip Oil. And it says a non-sticky, glossy texture, sheer color, and a high shine finish. And then they have their plumping lip liners. And these are supposed to have a velvet smooth texture, pigmented color, and a matte finish. So it looks like they just sent me an assortment of some of the colors. It doesn't look like everything, but the shades that they sent over look beautiful. So I'm just gonna open everything up and we'll do some quick swatches. So here's just a look at the lip liners. These have a twist up style, so you don't have to sharpen them. And I have 4 shades, so I figured we could just swatch these first really quick. So, ooh, these are really smooth. Very, very silky. They don't tug at all. So this shade is Love That, which is a pinky nude. Then this next one is the shade Westwood, which is more like kind of a mauvey pink. This one is Jaguar, and it's like a brown nude. And then the last shade they sent over is Slay, and this one is just a little bit deeper than Jaguar. also in the brown family. I'm kind of curious because these two in the middle here look a lot like the ones that I use from Makeup Forever. Those are my two favorite lip liners, Wherever Walnut and Anywhere Caffeine. I just want to grab those quickly and see how these two shades compare. All right, I don't know if they're exactly the same, but I just want to see if this could possibly be dupes. So this is Wherever Walnut, and yeah, that one is really close. I knew it looked kind of familiar. And then this one is Anywhere Caffeine. So we'll see if that looks like this one. Anywhere Caffeine's maybe a little lighter, but it's the nude lip liner that I wear the most. So yeah, this one isn't really a match, but I would say that second ColourPop one, Westwood, is pretty much a spot on match for the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. So if you love that liner, this might be a good alternative. Next up, let's do the plumping balms. So these look just like the Tarte ones. They have the click pen style applicator. And the first shade is Tea Sesh. These actually are more pigmented than I was expecting them to be too. I love this cool toned hot pink. Next we have Dolled Up. This one's also a cool toned pink, but it's a little bit, I would say, more on the purpley side, just slightly. Then we have Passenger Princess, which is a lighter cool tone pink. These are all cool so far, but I'm loving these shades. These are going to be so pretty for summer. This one is Dough, which is a nude shade. Also super pretty. Last one is Berry Spritz, and this one is kind of like a wine color. So these all look gorgeous. They do have that really melty feel. I'm anxious to try them and see if they actually have the plumping, like tingle effect like the Tarte ones do. So I'll be sure to let you guys know at the end of the video as well. And they also sent 4 shades of the lip oil, so we'll just swatch these really quick. I noticed that some of them look kind of a little bit translucent, and then these two in the middle look almost a little more creamy and opaque. So I'm curious to see how they swatch. So this first one is Flirty Text, and even though this looks bright red in the tube, it's actually pretty much clear. So that's interesting. They also have the identical scent to the Dior lip oils. It kind of smells like those vanilla mint Tic Tacs, just like that. This next one is It's a Date, and this one did look a little bit more opaque in the tube, so it looks like it's laying down a little bit more color. This next one is Baby Panda, which is a light pink. Again, not too much color, but then again, these are lip oils, so they usually don't. And then this last one is Beverly Drive, which looks really deep in the tube. So I wonder how this one's gonna swatch. All right, so that's Beverly Drive. Again, just very sheer, but I feel like that's gonna be so pretty on the lips. So anyway, those are all the new So Juicy lip products from ColourPop. Again, I don't think these are all the shades that they come in, but they sent me a really nice assortment. I feel like any of these colors I would wear. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on these if you've tried them down below. All right, next up I got these new sunscreens from Hemp. These are actually for the body. So there's a 30 SPF and also a 50 SPF. It says that they have ultimate hydration and they're the sweet pineapple and honey melon scent, which actually sounds really good. These are a blend of chemical sunscreens though, and I react to those. So unfortunately, I'm not able to use these, but I did just want to share them for those of you who might be fans of Hemp's products. They're really good. These also have vitamin C in them as well and pure hemp seed oil. So they sound like they're going to be really good. Unfortunately, I have to wear mineral sunscreen, so I'm also going to put these in my giveaway pile, but I did get a lot of requests from people asking about sunscreens for the body, so I just wanted to let you all know that these are out there. Also, there were some K-beauty items that I ordered from Amazon. Now, I know I'm on a no-buy, but I actually ordered these before we left on vacation. So we left like the last week of June, and I ordered these things. They were supposed to come before we left, and my package got delayed, so they didn't end up coming until we got back. But since I ordered them beforehand, I just want to share them with you really quick. So first up, I got another one of the Tier Cushion foundations. So y'all know I didn't like the red one. I felt like it was too dry for my dry skin. Then I tried the white one, but they only had the little refill. I did like that one. I felt like it was better for dry skin. This one is also supposed to be great for dry skin. This is the silver one. So it's the Mask Fit Aura Cushion. It's SPF 30, and it says that it's supposed to give soft glow coverage. I got the shade 23N. I felt like 21 was a little bit too light for me, so I bumped it up to the 23. I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. It's identical to the red one. And then we have the sponge here. I'm just going to pull off the little tab. And we'll see. Like I said, I hope the color is okay. I'm normally a 21 in Korean foundations, but for some reason the tier seemed like it was running a little bit light. So I'm just gonna, yeah, see, like this really doesn't look that dark at all. All right, so I'm just gonna swatch this on my arm really fast. Actually, yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty good. It's slightly yellow for me, but not too bad. And as I'm rubbing this on here, it feels very sheer and lightweight, not nearly as full coverage as the red one. So I think I'm really gonna like this one. Again, I'll be sure to try it out at the end of the video and let you guys know how it actually applies on my face, but it looks really, really promising. I also had seen these kind of suggested to me on Amazon because I order a lot of K-beauty. These are from a brand called Fui, and these are the blurry pudding pots. So I ended up getting 3 colors. You can use these on lips and cheeks. That's why I ordered them, because I thought they were going to be great to take on vacation with me, because you can use them, you know, on both lips and cheeks, and it's a good 2-in-1 product. And I also had ordered this with it, which is also from Fui, and it's their finger-like silicone lip brush. So I just want to show you this actually really quick too. So this is supposed to mimic a fingertip basically. So if you're going to be applying lip products and you would want to like smudge them with your finger, it has this really like squishy silicone applicator basically, and they said it'll give you that smudgy look like if you took your finger and went like this, but I guess it's a little more sanitary to use this, and it has a cap. And then Amazon also was suggesting this to me from Revlon, and I didn't know if this was new or not, but I just saw it on Ulta's new arrival page, so I guess it is. But this is basically the same thing, except it has a smaller tip on one side and then the wider tip on the bottom. So it says here that it works best with cream or liquid makeup, including eyeshadow, lip color, and face products. Basically anything that you would want to apply with a finger, you can use this for. So this also has a cap, which I'm so glad, because it'll be great for storage or if I want to bring it somewhere. So here's the larger tip for applying like cheek products. And then this is the lip or eyeshadow side over here. And I feel like a silicone applicator will also be really easy to clean. So anyway, let's check out the blurry pudding pots. So I'm just gonna open these up quick and we'll do some swatches. So on the packaging, it says this is a fluffy pudding formula that softly blurs and smooths, giving your lips and cheeks an airbrushed look. How cute are these? These look adorable. They almost look like a little mushroom or something. So inside you have the product itself. This is the shade D-Day. Very kind of ominous sounding. So maybe I'll actually pick it up with the little silicone applicator and do my swatches that way. So let's see, just pick up, I just want to see how this works. All right, so you just pick it up like that and then smudge it on. This color is beautiful. I feel like this is going to give such a gorgeous blurry orangey red lip, perfect for summer. And this is so smooth. I just want to quickly see what it feels like. Yeah, it has that nice blurry moussey texture, but yet it doesn't feel dry. So I hope these are going to wear well. We'll see. All right, the next shade is Faded. So this is like a nude shade, and it actually looks like it almost has a little bit of a reddish undertone in there. The cap made it look like it was going to be a bronze or a nude, but it seems like it's a little bit rosier than that. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is almost more like a mauve-y brown, I would say. Definitely has that rosy undertone, but also super gorgeous. And I just love the blurry texture of these. I think they just look so smooth. And then the last one is Baby. So this one looks like a beautiful light pink. I do find that these look a little darker in the actual pot than they do once they're swatched. So let's see what this one's like. Oh yeah, definitely. Like when you blend this out, it's such a soft, like baby pink. This is going to be amazing just for like a Your Lips But Better color or a really subtle blush. So these are just gorgeous. I cannot wait to use them. And now I have the Revlon brush that has the bigger end, so I can always use that for blush or, you know, just use my fingers as well. I feel like that'll work just as easily. So anyway, I'll make sure to link all of these down in the description box. Next up, I also got a PR box from Benefit, and I haven't even opened this one yet. This one just came, so I'm curious to see what's in here. It says, hey y'all, we've lassoed up our most wanted bestsellers for your hottest summer yet. We're also giving you the chance to win a 2024 pink Ford Bronco. All right, so let's see. Oh my gosh, there's a little scratch off here. I wonder if I won. Let's see. So it says, feeling lucky, head to Ulta. So I'm guessing it says to scan and enter the code to claim the reward. I'm guessing maybe like a discount at Ulta or something free, but clearly I didn't win the Ford Bronco. So anyway, let's see what they sent over. So yeah, these are basically a lot of their stuff that's already existing, although I do see this new product here. This is the Do La La Liquid Glow. I think this is new. It says 12-hour wear, 12-hour moisture, waterproof, and transfer proof. It says it's a weightless liquid glow for skin that looks naturally dewy and lit from within. So this is the shade Luna, which is light medium. Just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. So that's the color. And oh yeah, this isn't really glittery or sparkly. It's just like a little tiny bit. It's very subtle, but I actually like that, and it feels really moisturizing as well. So like if you look at my two hands, that it just gave it like a little tiny bit of a dewy glow, but not anything too crazy. So if you're looking for a nice, very subtle highlight, that's beautiful. I think that would look so nice under makeup, or like even if you just mix a little with the foundation. That would be super pretty. So the other things that they sent quickly are things that I already have. I don't have this one. This is the Professional Super Setter. So this is their long-lasting makeup spray. It's supposed to be waterproof, smudge-proof, and fade-proof. So this is going to be awesome, I think, for the summertime. It's alcohol-free, actually, and it supposedly instantly blurs pores. It's a microfine mist. Have any of you guys tried this? I'd love to hear your thoughts because it sounds really good. It also says no drops, spots, or stickiness. It mists on in a smooth, even, feather-light cloud. I am definitely going to try this to prevent my makeup from melting. It has been so humid here for the last week or so. Next, we also have the Professional Primer, which I used to have, and I haven't had it in a while, so I'm kind of excited to try it again. Also, their Hoola Bronzer, which, again, my Hoola Bronzer, I don't even want to know how old it is. It's so old. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and replace that with this one. It's such a good like neutral colored bronzer. See, it's not particularly orangey and it's not cool toned either. It's just right in the middle. It's perfect. Also, we have Benetint, which is their classic liquid stain. You can use this on lips, cheeks, whatever you want. This is another one. I haven't had it in a while. Oh, it doesn't have a brush anymore. It has a doe foot now. Interesting. That kind of tells you how long it's been since I've tried this. Because it used to have a little brush in there. So I have no idea when they switched to a doe foot, but like I said, it's been years. So this is like just a really pretty rosy flush for your cheeks and lips. So I love that as well. And also their Bad Gal Bang mascara. I haven't tried this also in years. It's just, I don't know, I feel like Benefit is one of those kind of slept on brands. I'm sure there are some people who have their favorites that they repurchase over and over again, but I forget whether I like this mascara or not. So I'm definitely going to give it a try again. So thank you so much to Benefit for sending this over. This is such a nice package. Next up, I also got a package from Dyad Perfumes, and they have a new scent out that's called Rise and Shine. And this one is supposed to be a gourmand scent with cinnamon and pastry cream. It sounds so good. The notes in here are cafe au lait, pastry cream, vanilla bean, and amber, which sounds incredible. I love a gourmand scent. And I have to say, Dyad's perfumes are so good. My favorite is Highs and Lows. It's the most perfectly balanced fragrance. It's like a little bit sweet, a little bit floral, a little bit fresh. Like it's so light and just comforting. It just smells good. Like it's so hard to describe that one. But I believe they do have little samples on their website. So if you want to get the little sample vials first and smell them before you commit, you can definitely do that as well. So anyway, this is what the bottle looks like. So cute. They have the little coffee and the cinnamon sticks. Love it. I'm just going to spray a little bit here. I had put the Copari fragrances under my wrist before. So this really does, it smells like a coffee cake. I mean, it's a little bit stronger, I think, due to maybe like the coffee notes that are in here, but it definitely smells expensive. It's like a really rich and warm gourmand scent. It's not overly sweet. It's a little bit sweet, obviously, but it's pretty intense at the same time. So if you like a more full-bodied scent, I think you will really enjoy this. If you like a lighter scent, then it might be too strong for you. I don't know. But I mean, as a gourmand lover, I think it smells really good. So again, I definitely recommend grabbing a sample. I don't know if they have samples of this one yet. Hopefully they do. But I also do have a coupon code with Dyad, so I'll just put that on the screen in case you're interested in trying any of their perfumes. Like I said, my all-time favorite is Highs and Lows. I love that one. It's just such a beautiful, perfect everyday scent. Hey guys, so I thought I had the counter cleaned off and I just got this box in the mail last minute. So this is going to be the last segment before I do the try on of all the products. So this came in from YesStyle and they sent me like this whole collection of Mixsoon products. And I'm really excited because I've been wanting to try this brand for a long time. But I literally just did a skincare declutter, so now I have a bunch of new things. Not that I'm complaining, obviously. Like I said, I've been wanting to try this brand for a while, so let's go ahead and upstairs and open this up. Okay, so because this is skincare, I can't really do swatches, and honestly, like I'm just looking at the boxes and it doesn't really explain what anything is supposed to be used for. It has a lot of stuff like in Korean, so it only has the directions and how to use in English. So I have no idea like what to do with these products yet. I'm gonna have to kind of look at them online, figure out what order I'm going to use them in and everything. So I'm just going to, I guess, explain what they sent me. So first of all, a bunch of different essences. There's the Bifida Ferment Essence, which sounds like it has maybe probiotics in it. We have the Centella Asiatica Essence, which Centella is usually to minimize redness. They have a Galactomyces Ferment Essence, which is like the ingredient in something like SK2. It's supposed to be brightening for your skin. Then they have the Bean Essence, which I've actually heard a lot about this one. Let me see if I could actually just open this up because I'm curious if maybe there's something on the actual bottle that would explain a little bit more. Nope, everything's still in Korean, so I'm not sure, but I want to see what this feels like because I've been interested in this product specifically for a while. So it actually has a much thicker texture than I was expecting it to. Actually, when you touch it, it feels really light, but it has kind of like this little bit of stringiness to it. Like, I don't know if you can see, it kind of like connects, almost like the snail serum. It actually has a really cool texture. It's very, very silky on your skin. It doesn't just kind of absorb right in like a toner. It has a little more, I guess, slip, if you will. So it feels really nice and it has no scent to it. And all of these products actually say it's a minimal beauty brand that contains only the essential ingredients for the skin. So they also have a bean cleansing oil as well. That sounds really cool. I'll just show you what that looks like quickly. So it's just a clear cleansing oil and it looks pretty liquidy for a cleansing oil. It looks almost like water. They also sent a Centella cleansing foam. So I guess if you're doing like the two-step routine, you would use the cleansing oil first and then follow it up with this. So use these both together. Next, they have the soybean milk pad. So there's 30 sheets in here. And I'm guessing like milk products are usually mildly exfoliating because milk is high in lactic acid. So yeah, I mean, it says sweep along the skin texture from inside to outward. So I'm guessing maybe that's how these are meant to be used. Yeah, so they just come in these little individual packets here. I'm gonna have to try these things tonight before I go to bed. And in the morning, I'm gonna be trying on all the products so I can let you know. I'm gonna use some tonight, some in the morning. And hopefully I can give you a little bit of feedback on this brand. So they also sent a Centella toner. This is supposed to soothe the skin and help minimize redness, things like that. So here's what the toner looks like. And then they also sent their Glacier Water Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I've actually heard about this one as well. I want to say it's blue in color. Let me see. Nope, it's also clear. The bottle is blue. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. So this is going to be nice and hydrating as well. So anyway, guys, this was a fun surprise. I'm really, really excited to try all of this out. Again, stay tuned. I'm going to try on a lot of the makeup that I got this week, and also I'll let you know a little bit about the skincare once I have a chance to try it. All right, guys, so it's that time. I'm going to try on as many products as I possibly can. It's not going to be everything, but I think I have enough here to do a full face. So I want to start out with the Nomad palette. I was kind of torn between this and the Wicked, but I really want to check out these duochromes that are in here. So I think I'm going to start out. I'm just going to do something really simple. I want to start with the shade Tongariro Night Hike. I don't know if I'm saying that down correctly, but it's like a very soft taupey gray shade. And I'm just going to start working this right into my crease and blending up toward the brow bone. I really like how these shadows are pigmented, but they're not so pigmented that they're hard to blend. I find them to be very easy to work with, even for someone like me who isn't the best at doing eyeshadow. So they're very user-friendly overall. Also, while I'm doing my eyeshadow, I just want to quickly put something on my lips. So this is the Kissing Jelly Gloss from Too Faced. It's the blue one. Cotton candy. Smells so good. Next for my lid, I want to try this shade Aurora Australis. It looks so beautiful. It's a pink duochrome. It looks like it shifts kind of to green. So I really loved this one when I first swatched it. I've had my eye on it now for a while. So I'm just going to pop this right onto my lid. Ooh, look at that. The pigment is insane, and it's just such a gorgeous color. I feel like with the shift going on, you really don't need a lot of other eyeshadow. I kind of want this to be the focus of the look. I also love how these shadows have no fallout at all. Like, they're so smooth. There's nothing like crumbling down onto my face. I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny bit of this deeper gray called the Cosmos on the outer corner just to kind of deepen things up a little bit and just add a little dimension. All right, that's all I'm gonna do. Just really basic, really simple, but I really love how the shadows performed. I can't wait to play with that palette some more. So next I want to try the Bad Gal Bang mascara that Benefit sent over. It's been years since I tried this, so I'm really curious to see what it's like. I know several of you have mentioned to me over the years in comments that this is your favorite. So let's see what it does for me. I love the wand, by the way. It's really skinny and it helps you get right up to the roots of the lashes, which is great. So this formula is a little bit on the wetter side, so I think you have to be careful with clumps and things like that, but it is giving my lashes so much length and volume. It's really giving me huge lashes, so I do love that about it. I'm hoping that it doesn't smudge. A lot of Benefit's mascaras tend to do that to me, which is one reason why I kind of shy away from them, but I'm hoping this one will stay put. We'll see. All right, I mean, I'm definitely happy with the way my lashes look right now. Very big, very voluminous, that false lash kind of look, which is usually what I'm going for. So if this doesn't smudge, that's gonna be perfect. I'll have to let you know in a pinned comment what happened today and how well it held up on me. So next for complexion, I want to use the Tear in the Silver Compact. I'm really excited to try this. When I was swatching it earlier in the video, it looked a lot less full coverage than the original one. So I hope that's going to be the case today. We'll see. I just want to zoom you guys in a little bit more so you can see how this applies. So just going to start patting it in. I didn't pick up too much. I just pressed the sponge into the compact once because I definitely learned my lesson with the red compact. It was so pigmented. Just one tap was enough to do my entire face and then some. It was crazy. This is definitely not like that. This is kind of more in line with other cushion foundations that I've tried. So I will definitely have to go back into the compact and pick up a little bit more as we go. go. But so far, I'm really loving just the way that it looks on my skin. It looks really smooth. It doesn't cling to dry patches. It doesn't look cakey. And I believe this one is also supposed to be really long lasting under masks and things like that, which is sort of the claim to fame of the red one. I think this version is just supposed to be a little kinder to drier skin types. Color-wise, I don't think this one is bad either. When I swatched it, I thought it looked a little tiny bit yellow for me, but as it blends in, I feel like because it's sheer, it looks pretty good. This definitely has a little bit of a perfumey scent as well, which I'm not crazy about. But if it's anything like the red one, it just kind of dissipates after it's sitting on your skin for a couple minutes. But I just want to make you guys aware because I know some of you are sensitive to fragrance in products. But yeah, I mean, overall, this looks actually really smooth, really even. It's giving my skin a nice glow as well. I'm happy with this for sure. At least initially, I think this is so much better than the experience that I had with the red one. So if you're somebody who doesn't wear a lot of full coverage foundation and you just want something a little more sheer and glowy, this one right here is fantastic so far. Next up, I want to try one of the ColourPop blushes. So I think I'm going to use the shade IKTR. This is the one that I have no idea what that means. I forgot to look it up, but it is the prettiest cool toned kind of pinky mauve shade. So I'm just going to pick this up with a sponge and start dabbing it on my cheeks. This sponge is from Sigma. So far, this blush is looking so nice. It's a really thin serum texture, like I mentioned during the unboxing. So it's just kind of sinking right into my skin. It's not sticky or dewy. And I love the color too. Just like they said in the little pamphlet that came with them, it's not too pigmented, but it's also not too sheer. It's just the right amount of color. I feel like I don't have to build this up too much. It shows up right away, but at the same time, it's not as pigmented as something like the Rare Beauty or the Juvia's Place, which are a little bit trickier to work with. I also love how this is not patchy. It's really smooth. Overall, a definite winner. Like I said when I was unboxing before, I'm so happy that ColourPop is just releasing some of these single products. I think they do blush really well. I'd love to see some more single eyeshadows from them, like maybe some different formulas. I mean, I love the Jelly Much and the Super Shock shadows. I would even be happy with new colors of those, honestly, just for summer. But when they release single products like this, I don't know, I'm just more inclined to be excited about it than when they do those big collab collections like with Disney or some other pop culture thing. I don't know. I just think they're a great affordable brand, and I'm not always in the mood for a big collection, but I like to see new stuff come out every once in a while from them. Oh shoot, you know what? I really wanted to try applying blush with this Revlon silicone thing because this is supposed to mimic a finger. So especially if you're applying cream or liquid products, it's supposed to be able to apply them. I guess I could maybe just put a little bit more on, and we'll try just applying it with this and see what it's like. Honestly, for a blush brush, it's not that big. So I kind of feel like I'm just dotting it a lot. Like it doesn't cover a large surface area, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Usually if I'm applying with my fingers, I'll use like a couple fingers like this and just tap. I mean, it's doing the job, but I don't know how much I love it. Maybe it'll work better on like smaller areas like eyes and lips. Yeah, I feel like I would probably like this if it was maybe double the size that it is. This just seems a little bit too small. All right, let's try some lip products. I really want to try one of these blurry lip pots from Fui. So let's do the pink baby one. I don't know if it's exactly going to match what I'm wearing, but I also want to try the ColourPop So Juicy. So I really just am going to apply this, see what it looks like, and then take it off. And I'm going to use their little silicone applicator and see how this works. So I'm just gonna smudge it in. Oh yeah, I like the silicone a lot better with lip products. And this color is so pretty. Put on a little bit more. It definitely has that mousse-like feel, and it gives that soft, blurry look on your lips. This is so beautiful. I really like this color a lot, but I also at some point need to try the bright one that I got because that one also looked so gorgeous. This feels very comfortable. It's not dry at all. I mean, I did put a little bit of the kissing jelly on underneath just to make sure my lips were hydrated, but overall feels really good. All right, so next I also want to try one of the ColourPop So Juicy lip gloss sticks. So this is the Passenger Princess shade. We'll see what this one looks like. When I was doing the unboxing, I was just curious to see if these had a tingle like the Tarte ones do. Because I believe they said these were a plumping formula, but sometimes plumping just means like really hydrating to plump up your lips, and other times it means that it has some tingling action going on. Really, I don't feel anything right now, so I don't think these have a tingle, but I'm just gonna let this sit for a couple minutes and we'll see. In the meantime, let's try one of these Pixie Super Glow highlighters because this also looked so pretty, and I want to use the, which one was this called again? This is Natural Luster. Yes. I'm just going to pick up a little on my finger and just kind of dab it on my cheekbone right up here. I just thought these looked so beautiful when I was swatching them because they don't have a lot of glitter or sparkle in the formula, and they do give a nice sheen, but like I said, it's natural. It's not really over the top. So yeah, I think these are really pretty. If they're anything like the blushes though, they probably are not going to dry down all the way. I'm guessing they're going to stay a little bit sticky feeling, but I only put them in a small area. It's not like they're all over my cheeks, so I don't mind that much when it comes to highlighters. Also, I wanted to mention I did use some of the Mixsoon skincare last night before I went to bed. I used the cleansing oil, which was a nice thin cleansing oil. It wasn't too thick and I felt like it rinsed away pretty clean. I don't necessarily think I would have had to do a double cleanse, but I did anyway. So I used the cleansing foam also, and that was a nice light cleansing foam. Sometimes they can feel a little bit more like a deep cleanse, and this one was just so soft and mild, so I didn't feel like it stripped my skin at all. I also used the Centella toner, and then I used the Bean Essence, and it's funny because I just put it on like I would any other essence, then I followed up with a moisturizer. They didn't send me a moisturizer, so I just used one of my own, and I did feel like the toner and the Bean Essence hydrated my skin so well. My skin was glowy when I went to bed. Even when I woke up this morning, it felt so soft. But when I was laying in bed last night, I was kind of scrolling through and reading about the products, and I noticed that there are some videos of people using the Bean Essence on TikTok where they said you can either apply it like I did, just as an essence, or when you're applying it, you can start just rubbing it into your skin and it'll start kind of balling up and taking the dead skin cells with it. So it's a 2-in-1 product. You can either use it to exfoliate or just use it as an essence, which is what I did. So I'm definitely gonna try it again, using it to exfoliate and see what happens with that. But I mean, I was really happy with the way my skin looked this morning, so I'll continue to use those products as well, and you may see some of them in an upcoming skincare video. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to do a full face with some of the products that I was able to use today, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of these if you've tried them. Do you have recommendations for everybody else who's reading the comments? Because I always love that when you guys give your own reviews. It really helps out everyone who's reading, especially if you have a different skin type than I do or a different skin tone. So any reviews you can give us on these products is always welcomed. So thank you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you have some extra time and you'd like to watch another video, I'll just put it right up there. You can check it out next. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.